What's good, YouTube Nation? Please forgive me for my break from YouTube for a week. Had a lot of stuff getting ready. Had to get ready for my graduation and some other stuff, finishing up my baseball season. But we're back, and this week we're bringing you another scheme. I tried to get the Arizona scheme all put together for you guys while I was unable to record. But anyway. Today we're talking Seattle Seahawks, and we're going to be talking offense and defensive depth charts real quick because this is the first video in that series. So first of all, we're going to go into our start menu, and you're going to want to do this offline or in your online depth chart roster, and hopefully you guys know how to do that. If not, text one of your buddies. I'm sure they can show you. Anyway, go to your depth chart here, and for this offensive scheme, we're using the San Francisco's 49ers offensive playbook, and we're using the cover 2 defensive playbook. So those are the two playbooks we have. Now, Russell Wilson, we're going to start him at quarterback. He is phenomenal so far this year. Marshawn Lynch, he's probably one of the best number 1 running backs. Some people have put Washington at halfback and Lynch at fullback, but overall I think Lynch is probably the best. If you want to pass, probably use Washington. If you just need like a third down back, maybe Turbin, but that's what I do there. Fullback, we got Robinson. He's one of the best in the game. He can catch and run, so we'll use him. Here at the wide receiver position, I was kind of going back and forth between what to do here, and it's kind of dicey because you gain a couple points with Butler and speed, but you lose some catching and some catching traffic and some spec catch. So overall, it would probably be Sidney Rice, Golden Tate, Butler in the slot, and Baldwin in the slot. But if you want to start out in 4 wide receiver set, you might want to use Tate in the slot position, so you can use him in like the backfield and stuff like that. Because Baldwin's not as good as a back as Tate would be. Tight end, we have Zach Miller. We have Sidney Rice as a backup, and then this dude Cameron Moore as a Madden gym. If Zach Miller gets hurt for whatever reason, try to put in Cameron Moore or Sidney Rice. One of those two guys will be phenomenal for you guys at tight end. Linemen are standard. I didn't do anything there. Defensive line, we have Bruce Irvin here at the left end, Chris Clemens at the right end. The defensive tackles, we have Mebane and Bryant. I actually need to change these. You want Mebane at the first defensive tackle. Excuse that mistake. Linebackers, for this scheme, we're not going to be using as many linebackers, but we will show you here. KJ Wright, and then I have Robbie Wagner and Leroy Hill. I just have the standard linebackers, mainly because I don't use 3 linebackers personnel when I'm in game. And I'll be showing you guys our formation here in a second. Corners, this is the most important part. You want to have Richard Sherman and Brandon Browner as your corners. Now, what I've been doing is I've been taking Marcus Trufant. Since I play on PlayStation 3, if you guys are playing on Xbox, you want to leave them standard. This is only for PlayStation 3 players because there's no press on PlayStation 3. You want to take Browner and put him at the number 4 or the number 3, depending on what type of a base personnel you're going to be running. If you're going to be running this scheme, you want to put him at the number 4. But you want to put him at number 4 for our scheme. That's just because he's going to go on the right side, so he can use his big size along with Sherman. That we can utilize their press. Maxwell, I like to put Trufant at the second corner, and then Maxwell or Thurman. It's just kind of up to you, but Maxwell has height, so I value height, and he still has some pretty good speed. Okay, so there's that. Free safety Earl Thomas and strong safety Cam Chancellor. That's your depth chart for the Seattle Seahawks, and let's get into the audibles real quick. So we go to our audibles, offensive audibles here first, and what you're going to do is you want to go through and you want to set this is the 49ers playbook once again, guys. You want to have your I-form tight halfback stretch as your R1 audible, and you want your I-form tight halfback counter HB counter as your L1 audible. So that's our 3-headed rushing attack there. Okay. Then you want to have, I've been utilizing this jumbo pair just because it's a unique formation and it's actually really, really good. But you can utilize some plays from here. I'll try to go through some of this stuff, but if you guys are like a fan of the gun heavy Panther, this is like the almost like exact kind of concept and similarities apply there. But what you want to put as your square audible is your tight slots, tight and angle. And I think Ryan Dykes actually put out a mini scheme on this. and it's by far one of the best man-beating formations in the game, and we'll get all into that later when we get into the formation breakdowns. This is just the start, and then you want to have gun doubles on. I like to use the read option. Is it cheesy? Yes, it is. You could utilize the HB wheel. You could utilize the slip screen, the FL screen, read option, all those. The doubles from San Francisco's playbook is really good. So just for the purpose of not trying to get hated on, I'm going to use the FL screen. But read option is also very effective. Okay, and then from the gun, I think it was the bunch HB strong. Yes, gun bunch HB strong. I've been utilizing the slip screen and the counter. A lot of other people have chosen different options, and so just a nice balanced option for this scheme. You could use the wide trail, you could use the flanker drive, you could use the Durham. They all are effective in this offense. But if we are going to go for university, what am I saying? If we're going to go for versatility, I would probably recommend either the Z spot or the wide trail, simply because they have these corner routes and one of them has a flat route in it. So flat routes are valuable, especially from what we're going to be doing from this formation. So just for simplicity, we're going to go Z spot because it's easier to break that down. Okay, so that's the offensive audibles. Your base formation, we'll go over that in the next video, but it's going to be a 2 running back set. Okay, moving on to the next defensive breakdown here. We're going to be coming out in the dime flat formation, and we're going to be autoing into all of our other plays here. So we're going to have a couple of mini schemes, and thanks to Zan over at Forward Progress Madden, we now have the ability to quick audible quicker than we would than we have had this year. We can basically quick audible to any play of these plays, including our quick audibles. So I will try to leave a link in this video showing you guys, or to get you over to Zan's channel, check out his video on the 30 audibles. But as far as this video goes, we want to have I believe we are in the cover 2 playbook, are we not? Oh, whoops, I'm on the wrong. One second, guys, I apologize. Let me go out and then come back in. I have to go out, come back in to do the defensive audibles. Okay, here we go. So we should be on. Oh, I gotta switch the T. I gotta flip the sides because, see, I came in with the playbooks and I didn't think about that. So one second, I have to run a play, I think. So I'll run the play, get down, and then we'll go into our defensive audibles real quick. So I thought I picked the correct playbook. Anyway, coming out in dime flat formation, that's going to give us the access to have our best players on the field at all times. The Seahawks have the best secondary in the game by far. You could also come out in the 46 speed package if you're more comfortable coming out in your 4.6. You can quick audible from that. But I personally am in love with the dime flat this year. It's one of my. If I didn't have what I did from the 4.4, the dime flat would be my defense by far, because it's so fun to run that defense. It's like one of those defenses, like a Tampa 2 style. So you guys will enjoy this one. But anyway, what we're going to utilize with the Seahawks, we're going to utilize their great block shedding, their great line play to generate pressure. We're not going to be blitzing a ton. When we do blitz, we're going to get guys free. But the concept from this scheme here, guys, is to bend but don't break, and that's exactly what we're going to try to do with our audibles here. So we're going to have the 4-3 under. Sam Blitz 2. We want to have the 46 normal cover 4. The 46 normal inside blitz. The the DB Blitz 2 from the dime normal, and the DB Blitz from the dime normal. So now we have pretty solid scheme. We have an edge pressure blitz in this one, a hot pressure blitz up the middle in this one, another edge pressure blitz but a zone version, and an edge pressure blitz with a zone version, and then we have our nice cover 4, and we can also go into 46 normal. The beautiful thing about the 46 normal is the cover 3 from that is really effective. So anyway, guys, that's the basics, and we will get back to you guys with the next video soon. Sorry about the delay on videos, but we are back to our schedule now, and we should get coming back out with some more videos, some more training camps. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying those and catching up on some of the videos that you may have missed. Make sure you check the annotations in this video to check for anything that you might have missed scrolling through your sub box. Maybe missed a video or something. And then one more thing, please click on the ads for me. It helps me out. It supports me. I'd appreciate that. Also, one last thing, make sure you like the video below. Liking the video gives it so much more exposure than you guys can imagine, and it really helps the channel grow. So I appreciate you guys for your support, and this is going to be the Seattle Seahawks Scheme of the Week breakdown. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks, guys.